That's it.
Whoa, whoa!
Or not on lift.
Do you want to roll when she punches you, or just wait?
I don't want you guys in there, do you? I don't.
You alright?
Yeah. I just want to drive it.
Yeah, just drive it. Yeah. The penalty here is death. That's the end penalty to this.
Hip hip hooray.
Love you, Ashton.
Love you too.
I'm sorry, mate. I'll go praise in the wrong spot.
Nice and easy, mate. Nice and easy. Yeah, turn back. Okay, mate.
Let's see some action.
You're all good. That was just a big rock there. Come over to driver. You just want to line up your front wheel on this little ledge in here. A bit further over, mate. Yeah, perfect. Drive towards your driver's side just a bit, because otherwise you're going to pop up on this little ledge. A bit more, a bit more. Yeah, good. Just nice and easy, yeah? Turn back.
Alright, let's go. Just hold there. You're nice and flat, mate. I just need you to stop for 1 second.
Yeah, good.
Good, mate. Okay, go. Drive it. Back wheel will pop up in a sec. That's it. You're just on a rock.
Wait.
That's it. Perfect. Oh, whoa. Morning, we're finally here. Another bucket list is about to get ticked, team. Tasmania. A couple of plans for this trip have gone out the window. There are massive bushfires happening in Tasmania at the minute. All your big tracks, your Climies, Balfour's track, Sandy Cape, Hyman, everything is shut down. Tasmania's got a whole lot to see, yeah? The East Coast, not a lot of people go to the East Coast, everyone goes to the West, so we might head over there. We'll see what happens. Let's get everything reset, yeah?
Yep.
Start heading our way south, and we'll either detour west or we'll detour east, one or the other.
Yep. Done.
Good talk.
After disembarking the Spirit of Tasmania in Devonport, the crew were headed towards Patriot Heads in the northwest. But right now, more than 70,000 hectares of Tasmanian bushland is on fire. A bushfire that, over the coming days, will become one of the most devastating fires the state has seen.
So the helicopter's here, the fires are burning. We got Granville just off to the left here. We're heading south, we're going to go around all the fires. But the helicopter's coming in right now and he's picking up some water from the dam and they're bombing. We just drove through the edges of the fires where they were burning. They've turned around and they've started heading back up north. Look at how freaking badass is that.
At the remote coastal community of Patriot Heads, residents prepared for the worst as flames got to within 900 metres of their shacks. The fires have been burning for more than 10 days, and with temperatures exceeding 30 degrees and winds hitting 90 kilometres an hour on Thursday, the risk level is rising.
To give you an idea of how big that area is, the devastating Los Angeles fires last month totalled about 23,000 hectares, about a quarter of the combined size of Tasmania's fires.
In an effort to salvage a trip that's been in planning for months, Justin's decided to reroute towards Macquarie Heads, where they'll set up camp for the night. But with conditions changing, he's taking it hour by hour, knowing that at any moment, the whole trip may need to be abandoned.
How you going back there in the big new dad bus?
Absolutely loving it, mate. It is good to be back in my own car.
Justin's driving the Ram 1500 Bighorn that the twins built just days before the trip across the Tasman. It's been purpose-built to tackle some of the toughest tracks in the world. It's towing the first production model ST5. The twins are in Ashton's 105 series, built on superior engineering suspension, and is his dream spec touring setup. And the twins have their hearts set on driving the treacherous waterfall crossing on Climbey's track.
Wow, look, it's pretty.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Sarah's riding shotgun in Mia's beautiful Jeep Wrangler. Mia's becoming a seasoned off-roader. And this trip, she's feeling confident to take on Tassie with her X2N in tow. Rob and Belinda are in the 300 series GR, towing Rob's beloved X3. There's barely a part of Australia that their X3 hasn't seen. But Rob's got his eye on the ST5 that Justin's towing for this trip.
This is the harbour, Macquarie Heads.
That's the cutest lighthouse on its own little island.
How's that? That's pretty cool, though.
Beautiful. Mia said I should be a lighthouse keeper. I said it sounds very peaceful.
Yeah, no, I think I'd last maybe a day. I reckon you get a day out of me being a lighthouse keeper.
Yep, you'd be swimming off straight away.
Power, baby. She's soft. Got it.
Daddy did an option on the airbags for us. So, quick little hole, all right, darling, roll forward. So there's a little trick, shovel, and things about, whoop, there we go, dead flat, good, levelled. So that's me as a little airbag, non-airbag trick. Chill afternoon. It has been a monumental 3 days. We've gone, last night I had about 3 and a bit hours worth of sleep because it was 4 metre swells. You've been doing the same.
Yep.
The night before I had 4 hours sleep because we had 2 Patriot meetings, one in Sydney, one in Melbourne on the way down. So this afternoon, we're chilling out. There's going to be no action until we come back to you guys in the morning. So we're going to have a chill afternoon,
you want a fun fact?
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
The Tasmanian devil eats 40% of its body weight every day, and you can tell a healthy one because it stores fat in its tail.
Are you fucking serious?
What was that?
Okay, we'll see you guys in the morning. I was just picturing you eating
That was
40% of your body weight every day.
I really do. It stores the extra fat in its tail. Oh, I hate this family.
In a post-Chat GPT world, there's still nothing like the romance of a paper map and the freedom to go anywhere. Simple dots, lines and labels on a map that for anyone brave enough will become memories and moments. That's Patriot life. The Patriot crew have beaten the sun up and they're keen to hit the beach and the water around Macquarie Heads in Tasmania. Justin's had word from the locals that the crayfish are on, and Ashton's brought his spearfishing gear and a gnarly looking wetsuit in the hopes of catching a feed. Only problem is, while the boys are no strangers to fishing, they don't exactly know their way around a crayfish net. Let's hope this is a wildly successful case of beginner's luck.
Been a while since you've seen a boat on Patriot Games, eh? Full composite. So that thing there actually weighs like 80 kilos with the casting deck and the rear and all the rest of it. I'm actually really stoked with this thing. We've got a 15 horsepower Yami. We actually just picked this up the night before we left, so this thing hasn't even been in the water yet. So we don't know if the 15 is going to push all four of us, but we kind of had the choice. I've got a 25 4-stroke Evan Rude back at home, and then the 15 2-stroke. The 4-strokes are just too heavy, and I like the smell of the oil out of the 2-stroke anyway, right? Nothing like the sound of a 2-stroke flat out. So hopefully this is going to push all four of us, but the setup's pretty simple. We just whipped it off manually on the ST5. We're still under development of the automatic boat loader, so it's going to come with a winch up the front so you can load and unload with one person. But at the minute, we're just trialling everything out, checking all the clamp downs work, the centre of gravity with the boat on top, and the engineers back at the factory are working through that at the moment. So we'll get a little bit easier as we go along, but I'm pumped. So we're going to give it a crack, see if we can get some crays. I'll be stoked if we get some crays. The boys are going to have a spear. Don't know exactly how they're going to go because the water temperature is freezing and they have one wetsuit between the pair of them. But this is going to be a sick day. The whole crew's just going to hang out here on the beach for the day. So Dad and Sarah, Belinda, Mia, they can just chill, have a sick day. We'll have a fish around here and everybody can get to have a go on the boat. It's going to be a rad day.
Now that's a man. Oh,
How's the
Yamaha, baby.
Viz? Oh, Viz is mint, eh? Viz is great.
So 4 people in the boat and a 15, no good. This is about as fast as we can go. When I get on the plane, we're loaded up with gear as well. We're just heading out through Hell's Gate now, so one of the old lighthouses. Maybe on the way back we might stop and have a bit of a look. I'm just going to hug the coast. We're going to punt around the corner, see if we can find some cranes. I'll drop the boys in. They'll have a spear along the rock wall and that. But have a look at it. How epic's this? Tasmania. Look, you could be absolutely anywhere in the world. Doesn't even feel like we're in Australia. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Here we go. We have absolutely no idea what we're doing. We've just got some tips from some locals, but we're going to give this a crack. So we've just come out through, we've actually come out just through Hell's Gate, but because of the, obviously the wind today and there's no swell, it was actually pretty easy cruise through. So what the plan is, there's barracuda heads in there, pull them out. So what we got here is we've got a crate pot. We're going to put bait. We're going to zip tie barracuda head straight to the centre. What happens is this thing just drops down to the ground and sits like that. The barracuda heads are in the centre. This float holds the rope up. All the crays kind of walk in, they start chewing on there, and you only leave it for like 10 or 15 minutes, they said, and come back every 10 or 15 minutes and just pull it up. And obviously, as you pull it up, all the crays get caught in the bottom of the net. That's the theory. We'll see how this works in practice. How you going with that bag there, mate?
Who's the guy who tied this up? Oh, it was me.
Right. Yep. I reckon.
All kelp.
Just all kelp.
Yeah.
Right, I reckon we have a bit of a fish while we're here. Right, so we'll leave that for about 15 minutes. We'll come back and have a look. I feel like that's a bit shallow. Yeah. I feel like that's too shallow there. But, like I said, we don't really know what we're doing. We're going to try and suck. Come on, little crays, get into my pot. There's a little pot over there. It's like, little cray, come to me. You on? You on?
Maybe.
Or is it kelp?
Probably just kelp. Yeah, no, there's no fight. Oh. Kelp. Go here.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, you're on, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a little baby barracuda, dude.
And look,
It is.
I hooked myself.
Look. That's sick.
Hey, it's uppers, right?
Little barracuda, mate.
The golden
Eyes are in the front, mate.
Call it a little baby barracuda. So
It's a barra, just the wrong type of.
yeah.
All right, happy to let him go.
Yeah.
Little baby barracuda.
Bye, mate.
See you, buddy. See you, bud. See you, buddy. Bye-bye. No, it's a fish. It's not what we were looking for, but it's a fish.
Yeah. So you got up north barra and down south barra. It's just whether it's a mundi or a
Barra's
cuda.
better. You on again?
Maybe. Yeah.
You on again?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, nah, it's off now.
Dropped it?
I think so.
Damn.
We even go quiet. So reel up, go pick up slowly or quite fast? No, you gotta like yank it. Well, if there's a fish in it.
It's shallow enough. Let him have a look.
Go back.
Back?
Back up. Yeah. Go back and go straight over.
All right, Yoni. Straight up. You gotta go straight up. Yep. And nothing. Okay. All right, next spot. We try and drive it like straight in between where this real rocky stuff is. And we'll keep, well, I think we keep it shallow, like in there. I reckon if we go in like stuff like that. What do you reckon? All right, Yanni, I reckon drop it off the front there. Off the bow if you can. Yep. That's it.
Back up. Well, Greyhounds live in that hole. That would be like a little mansion. It's like private engine and shit.
Good opportunity. The boys are out on the boat. I always have to get some work done, so being in here, it is quite cold today, so it's actually a nice experience just sitting in here, and I can get up to date on everything just a couple of hours a day. And yeah, it's a great space just to get some work done when you're on the road. And a lot of our customers actually, they'll travel and you know, they're just working as they're going, which means you can be out for longer if you've got, you know, a good workspace as well.
While Justin and the twins continue their hunt in the bay, Rob, he's got all the faith in the world that they'll be eating well when the boys return. So it's just a matter of sitting back and relaxing by the fire.
Yeah, Spaniards at home just smash these things. I don't know if we get Spanish mackerel down here. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm gonna give this a go. But these are meant to work really well down here, so these little soft puppies. It's absolutely freezing cold. If you haven't noticed, I actually have Ugg boots on in the tinny. I have a hoodie on, or have a bomber jacket on, and it's February, like the second week of February. So it's summer in the rest of Australia. Tasmania is freezing cold. So we'll just have a troll around, and hopefully we'll get to show you guys a Tasmanian crate.
Actually, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah. Another one, mate. Another barracuda. Yeah. They're like the golden bowmans. Is that about? Hang on, that's something else, is it?
Yeah, it's not open.
Stop. See how spotty that guy is?
We hopeful this time?
Don't know. We're kind of sussing out a couple of different areas. I think we'll get it, but we just need to figure out what's the optimum. Like, what's the depth? What are you going to kind of look for? We just don't know. It's just that simple. Really?
Yeah.
They haven't even been touched.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let's go deeper water. Get the yellow float on now. All right, we're going to try something else. We'll go out on just one of the headlands and we'll go a little bit deeper and we'll drop it a bit deeper into that crate. Not really sure what this tide's doing at the moment because we should almost be at the low, but it feels like that current's picking up. Like I said, the wind's going to start picking up around 11 or 12 o'clock and we do not want to be here. We don't want to be exposed. You saw what's going on around that lighthouse, especially this little boat and getting through Hell's Gate's going to be a little bit wild, and a 3.7 metre tinny fully laden by this 3.7 metre composite. So we've got to try and get one of these crays real quick. Cray drop number 3. I
did something.
Okay, let's see if that works. Let's go for another little fish.
craypot drop number 3, and after coming up empty for the first 2 attempts, Justin and the twins are hoping that it's a case of third time's a charm.
You're on? Couple small ones. Don't know where it's at. Don't know, but I think that is a little baby salmon. I think this fella's probably a little bit small. We'll chuck him back, eh?
Yeah.
Need a bigger one of them, Ash?
Yeah, done.
Get a bigger one.
Make my way up to the top. Take a breath and make it out of here.
Who's grabbing it, Dad?
That's right. Get on this one.
I don't know. I'm not too confident, but I am confident at the same time. So not too sure, honestly. We'll see.
I got you. It's fine. Don't worry. Here, little crayfish. Here, little crayfish. Oh, not even getting like.
Not even no.
Luck just ain't on their side, so the boys decide to change tactics and take a more hands-on approach.
We're trying to get Ashton to jump in the water because it's quite shallow here, so we might be able to grab something by the hand, which would be pretty cool. I've got probably 1 dive in me because I do not have a suit. If I had a suit, I'd be in there now, but I need to get in the water somewhere close to the car so I can get out, jump in the car, heat it on with an Ashton with his suit. He's fine. Are you taking more height from the belt? Nah. Christian, I'm not diving, bro. Christian, go back. Christian, go back.
I think the boat needs to be set up for one or the other. It's a spear boat or it's a fishing boat.
Okay, well right now it's a spear boat. Like right now.
See you, buddy.
Hey, mate.
Don't come back without a cray, eh?
This is come on, mate. Let go of the boat.
Who's gonna get a cray first? The big dog or us? Oh, how much better is it with 3 on the boat?
Yeah.
Looks like Ashton in the water. He definitely doesn't look like a dolphin. I'll give you the hot.
Back up.
Oh, the big dog. New sport. We love. They've just started spearfishing like 2 weeks ago. So, well, it's cool. Like, I'm down with it. They've got a fair bit to learn about the whole thing. But yeah, I think it's a cool sport. It's better than Nintendos and I don't know whatever else kids play with these days.
Divide and conquer. Ash is in the water with the spear gun, Justin's on the rod, and the crayfish net is sitting patiently waiting for a hungry Tassie cray. The boys are determined not to come back to camp with an empty bucket.
Okay, I'm done. Yeah, there's a couple of good ones down there, but I keep fishing. I'm over it.
Mate, that is a stable boat, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a successful morning. Tasmania has not turned it on for us, but it's all part of the adventure. We're getting to know the boat. You guys are getting a little bit more spearing experience under your belt.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a bit more crayfishing experience under my belt. It'll come together throughout the trip, I'm sure.
Justin and the twins decide to concede on the craypot and are relying on one last attempt at spearfishing. But this time, Christian's getting into Tassie's icy water as well. And without a wetsuit and nowhere near shore to warm up, I guess you could say that Christian's got to be cray-cray.
All right, mate. I reckon let's jump off here. I will go and see if we can find some fish.
This cove, you want to do this whole cove?
Pick us up over there.
Danny, you're going to get in.
Yeah.
You're brave, dude. No
I think
worry.
it's bad. I think it's a bad idea, but I have my jumper and my towel in here, so if I get too cold, I'll just come back. Just get wrapped up.
I'll give you more puffer jacket, mate. Do that cove. I'll troll up and down the coast. I'll keep an eye on you, and I'll pick you up on the other side. Yeah. All right. Don't spear me crayfish in me pot either.
And claim it as ours.
All right. Stay away from.
Oh, what is it? Possessions, something.
9/10 of the law.
9/10 of the law. Chrissy, you look cold already, Russ. I am cold. Hopefully when I get it, it'll be a bit warmer than the wind. I doubt it, but...
Alright, have fun you two. I'll see you guys in like, what, half an hour, 45? Like that? Yeah. Bit fresh, mate?
Yeah. It'll get better. Oh, either go numb or it'll get warmer.
Oh, you're definitely going to go numb, mate. I can guarantee it.
Christian and Ashton have only just taken up spearfishing in anticipation for this trip to Tasmania. While they're mad keen, the twins expect their shooting percentage to be a bit low. Or not. Both Ashton and Christian have speared a marblefish. And with that, it's time to head back to the family through Hell's Gate. Triumphant and just a little bit cold.
Not very good. Crayfish are not that easy to catch. They could have shot them all day.
Yeah, there was tons of them.
They said they were like rats, they were everywhere, but they were freezing. They had to get out of the water.
Ashton was fine. I was cold.
Yeah. So they're decent size, nice and fat. So we'll make up, we'll whip the fillets off them. We'll make just some little fish tacos as a snack. Yeah? Not the best day. Not the best day. Like, the weather hasn't turned it on. It's freezing cold. The swell's starting to pick up. But you know what? Beats a day at work any day of the week. Any single day of the week. So still a bit of fun.
The Patriot Games convoy have packed up camp in Macquarie Heads on Tasmania's west coast, and they're headed north toward Trial Harbour. It's a day earlier than expected, but the weather's changed and the crew don't want to be trapped on this beach. Getting stuck anywhere in Tasmania right now is a nervous thought for Justin, because a bushfire has burned more than 90,000 hectares just north of their position.
Now, we're heading from Macquarie Harbour and we're heading right up the west coast. We're going to try and get as close as we can to Trial Harbour this afternoon. There's some massive fires happening here at the moment. We're running against the tide. The wind's blowing in this afternoon and blowing in tonight, so we've got to try and get this whole program off the beach. There's a few crossings up here. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to get across. I don't know. We might have to make another plan. Let's see how the whole convoy is feeling about what we got in store for this afternoon. Who's behind me?
I am, mate.
How's that snorkel of yours? Did you seal that thing all right or what?
I sealed it very good. Don't you worry about that.
All right, good, because you're going to be the test submarine this afternoon if we need one.
I have to. I've already
got enough rust in this car. Oh, you ready to rock? Recovery gear and all that sort of stuff?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, it's going to be a pretty wild afternoon, I think. Little girl, you got me?
Copy.
Remember I told you on Morton Island to keep your car out of salt water?
Yeah.
Might have to break that rule this afternoon, I think.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Mama, how you doing?
You just chilled back there. How's she driving? Is she doing good?
She's unbelievable. Like, I'm really, really impressed.
You've learned some stuff, eh?
Yeah, her reversing a trailer, I still don't have that down pat, and she's just absolutely nailing it. I'm really happy.
You're doing well, girl. Rob Dog, you got me? How do you feel about this afternoon? Are you a little bit nervous?
No, I'm not. I'm more nervous for my winch partner here. She's the one who's doing all the work.
Dad, you're just going to have to trust me this Arvo. If the time comes and your 300's going to get some salt water on it, that's just what part of owning a four-wheel drive, I think.
Yeah, I'm quite aware of that, thank you.
All right, but yet, like I was saying to the kids, you can see on the right, we've got no choice. There's no exit from this beach. We got to get up to this point to get off the beach, because I'm not spending the night here tonight. I think they're expecting like
30 knot gusts throughout the night, and we do not want to be down here.
No. Yeah, well, let's make some tracks and we'll cross it when we come across it.
All right, copy that. All right, convoy. Let's get up. Hopefully we have an easy run, and we'll see what Tassie's got in store for us for the rest of the afternoon.
The river crossings between the convoy and the exit are all the more volatile with the uncertain weather conditions. Hopefully, the tide works in their favour.
Yo, you guys saying this? This is what I was a little bit concerned about, but all the jidding around that we've done this afternoon has actually paid off, because the tide is now running back out.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah, so I think for a crossing, I think we are all good. But Ash, I'm still going to get you to go through first, mate, just to check how deep it is.
You can see, see where the salt water, where it's hitting the fresh water. So you want to try and cross on this side, mate. So do you want to just pick somewhere and you can run your car across?
I copy that. I'm just gonna jump out and just have a gaze.
What's up, mate? What's going on? Hello. Hello. What are you thinking? What's everyone thinking?
It looks cool.
It looks deep.
Yeah, it looks really, really deep.
I'll walk it.
Barrel down
Yeah.
that end.
Yeah, I tend to
There's
agree.
that island.
That's a massive river that runs up. I don't know what it's called. There's a massive river that runs all the way up here. And this, when I was looking at the satellites, this is what I was really worried about. I was worried about, because you imagine my tide here? Because if that tide was up, this would be surging all the way up that river and crossing this. I think it'd be a little bit wild. But
It looks cool.
that is no good.
No.
You definitely don't want to. That's where you don't want to be crossing down there.
No.
Because that looks like a real accident waiting to happen.
Deep and rough.
Deep and rough and salt. Yeah, and Mia, you know about salt water, don't you? All right, well,
Let's go down there.
what are you thinking down there? Down that end?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll just rip it over and see what
Well, why
happens.
don't you rip over, have a quick look, and just come to us on the radio, mate, and let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah. Those are in there.
All right, what do you reckon? How's that look?
It looks like
Maybe half a metre max, if that, over here.
Yeah, from here I can see a big sandbar in the middle, so dude, you just going to send it?
Yep.
All right, go, send it.
circle 4-inch 35. And it looks deep for you.
A bit rough, eh?
Yeah, nice and hard though, eh?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, that's right, man. That was sick. Awesome.
Yeah, oh, good. That's a good crossing, mate.
Sick.
Cross is averted. That was a bit easier than I thought that was going to be. I honestly thought that this river was going to be a problem, but that was way too easy, which is good. We'll get the whole program over and we're definitely going to be getting to where we want to get to this afternoon.
No, it's just a little bit bumpy and soft in some areas, like over it.
Justin's making every effort to stick to the hard stuff, but it's all about to come unstuck.
She got me. I was trying to get up off that start. Did you notice how soft?
We're getting down there this hour.
Oh, look at Mia! Look at Mia!
Stupid soft, so I try on the dune and then I'll turn.
Wow, that is ridiculously soft, dude. That's crazy.
Next time on Patriot Games, the Tassie West Coast adventure continues, but getting off the beach might not be that easy.
Nope, stop. Yeah, you're gonna have to give it the beans, dude.
With the tide coming in and the sand super soft, the whole convoy end up with the winches out.
Get up and park beside my car. We're running out of daylight now, only a couple of hours, and we've got to get the hell off this beach. This could turn into a very big night very quickly.
In a race against time that will see tensions rise.
Go. Stop.
Alright guys, it's time to win my Patriot Campers X2M. Every season, we give away a prize that changes somebody's life forever. And this season, it's my turn. My X2M is the ultimate off-road camper trailer. Lightweight, compact, and like you've seen on Patriot Games, we tow this trailer absolutely everywhere. Up top, you'll be sleeping in a Rhino rack rooftop tent. Pair that with 2,000 litres of storage and a complete Red Arc electronic system. With this trailer, you'll be able to get off the grid for longer. Purchase any selected products from Patriot Supply, including apparel, camping and off-road gear. The more you get, the more chances you have to win. Want to increase your chances of winning? Join Club Patriot. Get recurring monthly entries, exclusive merch, discounts, and early access to new Patriot Supply gear. So what are you waiting for? Get your gear, get your entries, and get lost. Entries close June 30th, 2025. Shop now at patriotsupply.com.au.